Goodbye.
And I am unstoppable!
So, here I am, locked up in a cage in the ruins of Dr. Eggman's secret base, powerless to help my friends, except for the use of my brilliantly insightful narration of unfolding events. My teammates, Espio and Charmy, along with Sonic, Tails, Whisper, and Tangle, are facing down Infinite, a mercenary with a vendetta against all of us, who just disappeared inside a huge cloud of crackling black energy. It all ties into the ancient astroscopic lenses he stole to give himself an unknown level of power.
Anyway, what's Infinite doing inside that cloud? What was that? It kind of sounded like a footstep.
Coming up out of the cloud. Is that?
Now you will all suffer!
It's Infinite, and he's huge!
Something else is moving inside the cloud. Yeah, I see it too. A bunch of somethings. Oh no! It's us!
Look out! He's throwing more doppelgangers your way!
Watch out for giant Infinite, guys! He's moving slow, but if anybody gets caught under one of those feet, it's over!
The ruins of this space will become your tomb!
Hey! It's rude to try to stop people! Fake Tangle's got me! I'll handle it. Wait! You're firing at me!
Whisper! It's the other Tangle! There's gotta be a way to tell which ones are the fakes!
Tails! Got any gadgets we can use on these doppelgangers?
Oh, I think so. Maybe. Okay. I've got this reverberating inducer coil. I think I can tune it so it makes the doppelgangers' voices come out funny.
Guys, there's dozens of them! You're about to get overwhelmed!
Here, try this. Sting, sting, sting attack.
Stings is what Chaotix lack. Why does my voice sound like this?
Hey, it works, 'cause that's not me. Plus, my songs are way better.
Guys, everyone! The fakes' voices sound weird. That's how we can tell them from us.
They're on to us. Take them out.
They still got us outnumbered. At least 5-1.
Yeah, except I'm about to even the odds.
Sonic was like poetry in motion, his quills writing a sonnet of action as he spun through a homing attack, seamlessly into a flying kick. Infinite's forces fell like dominoes before the little blue wrecking ball.
Haha! Atta boy, Sonic! Look at him go! And if I wasn't stuck in a cage, I'm sure I could pull off some of the same moves.
Oh, wow. Sonic's knocking the fakes down left and right, but they just keep coming. I better go.
Nothing about this pathetic world is worth saving! I revel in the never-ending nightmare caused by my hand!
Whisper, if you see me, shoot me.
What?
I'm going to stay invisible. If you see me, it's not really me.
Sonic, on your right! Whisper, cover Tangle! All right! 2 more for Tangle! She's grabbing and throwing those fakes like they're hot potatoes!
Sonic, you knocked me visible again!
You sure did. Eat this, Espio.
Before I could shout a warning, a flicker of white and the flutter of leathery wings whisked Espio out of danger. Something, or someone, swooped in and saved him. Feels like I'm having deja vu from Spiral Hill.
What the?
Quit squirming, Espio. You'll make me drop you.
Rouge! You saved me? Hey, wait. How do I know you're the real Rouge and not a duplicate?
Aside from getting you out of harm's way, does my voice sound unusual to you?
Well, no. Okay. When did you get here?
Just in time for saving your hide to start becoming a habit, I'd say. And you're welcome. Now stay out of the line of fire, would ya?
Wait! Where are you going?
Your civilization shall cease to exist. All anyone will know is pain.
Hey, Tails! Where's Charmy?
I haven't seen him!
Charmy! Espio, is that you? Can you make it over here to me so that we can talk? All this tactical narration is getting to me.
On my way. Vector, what is it?
Have you seen Charmy?
I've seen one of the fake ones. Never knew how effective the kid's sting attack could be. But no, I haven't seen our Charmy since the fight started. Have you seen Rouge?
Rouge is here? Great! She can help fight! Look out! Infinite Stomp incoming!
Even your names will fade into oblivion as your world becomes nothing but agony and darkness!
That's the problem. Rouge pulled me out of danger again, and then disappeared. Look what I recovered, though.
Hey, nice! You stole back your kunai!
Couldn't let Rouge show me up like that.
Hold on, Espio! Sonic! 3 to your left!
Kunai out!
That was close! Espio, can you finish picking the lock and get me out of this thing?
Way ahead of you. More tumbler and... Yes! You're out!
Finally! That cage was getting cramped. Too bad everything else has gone pear-shaped. We need to get up to that platform. The lenses are too powerful to let Infinite keep them. They're too powerful to let anyone keep them, come to think of it.
Agreed. Look out! Here comes another stomp!
I'll crush you like the loathsome pest you are!
But how do we get to the platform? Charmy! Oh no, the only fighter we've got left is Tails. And even if he could make it up there, which I kind of doubt, we need him down here in the fight.
No, Vector! That's where Rouge must be headed! Up to the platform!
Seriously?
She's been talking about how she should be the one to collect all the lenses. Now's her chance.
Okay, Tails has at least got to try. Where is he?
There! Come on! We've got to fight our way over to him. Kunai out!
Espio, watch where you're throwing those things.
Sorry!
Don't be sorry. Just hold still.
Espio, look out!
Hey, Whisper, watch it! I just barely dodged that.
I told you to hold still. Ow! What'd you hit me for?
Sorry, Tails. I thought you were a fake.
No, that'd be me. Here, have a grenade!
Eek! Get that out of here!
Oh, hey! Careful with the grenades, Vector!
Sorry, Tango!
Look out! Here comes the big guy again!
The only name anyone will know is the name of their tormentor, Infinite!
Oh, what an ego on that guy.
Ow! Tangle's tail really packs a punch.
The real one or the fake one?
I don't think it matters.
Tails, can you get up to that platform?
Not if I'm going to keep the inducer coil going down here. We're just barely hanging on as it is. Without it, we're finished. Don't worry, Vector. I've got you covered.
Good grief. Is that Charmy flying the Chaotix copter?
No, that's Charmy in the Chaotix copter. General's the one flying it. He's where the tail rotor used to be, acting like a jet engine.
I'm amazed that wreck could get airborne at all.
I'm coming in low, Espio. Grab on, and I'll get you up to the platform.
This seems like a terrible idea.
And yet, we're out of options. Give me a boost?
Well, I don't have any better ideas, so yeah, make yourself small.
Consider me throwable.
One chameleon fastball incoming!
That's it, Espio. Now grab on. Nice grip. Now climb aboard.
Okay, I'm in. Hey, how'd you get back to Floral Forest so fast?
General was on his way here to help and saw me coming, so he flew me back to Vanilla and Cream's house. He's really fast. Now let's pour on the speed.
There, up ahead. It's Rouge. I was right. She's flying straight for that cloud.
Wow, look at those wings beat. They're no match for the Chaotix copter, are they?
I guess not.
Here she comes. Hi, Rouge! And there she goes. Bye, Rouge! Wow, that was some dirty look she gave us.
Got to get into that cloud and scope out what we're dealing with. Can you take us in and circle the platform?
You got it. Entering cloud in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I see something up ahead. Wow, Sage was right. Look at that platform just floating there.
Okay, there's the big scaffold with the lenses stacked up in a column. Looks like they're locked in tight. And there's a deck where someone can stand. I'm guessing that's where the control console is. So that's where I'm heading.
Be careful. It's all I can do to keep the copter steady. Winds are hitting us from all different directions.
So can the copter land on the platform?
I don't think so.
That's fine. Just get me in close enough to jump.
Are you sure?
Got no choice. Just be ready to catch me if something goes wrong. Ready? Steady? Wow, I am never taking up skydiving. You have got to be kidding me! 2 release buttons? On opposite ends of the platform! And I bet they have to get pushed at the same time to unlock the scaffold. Infinite must have used one of his weird doppelgangers to hit the other switch.
Espio!
Rouge! I'm glad you're safe. Be careful, the winds up here are treacherous.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Now throw me a line or something so I can pull myself in and land.
Well, I would, but if I do that, you'll trick me somehow and make off with the lenses.
Hi, Rouge!
Hi, Charmy. Listen, Espio, don't be ridiculous. Look at those lock release buttons. They're easily 30 feet apart. You can't hit both switches at once.
Oh, yes, I can. If I push one myself and hit the other one simultaneously with a kunai.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Hey, Rouge! Look! I'm flying the Chaotix copter!
At least he's having fun. Anyway, Espio, with these crazy winds, hitting both switches would take an impossible level of expertise.
Oh? The kind of expertise one might find in a devoted student of ninjutsu? Observe! Kunai out! Yeah! Yes! Platform unlocked.
I should have let Whisper shoot you.
Well, that's not nice.
Believe me, Espio, you'll never know how nice I could have been to you. I'm out of here.
Huh. Wonder what she meant by that. She never makes any sense.
Hey, where'd Rouge go?
She left! Be ready to catch me when I jump!
Okay.
Now, let's see about getting those lenses out of there.
Okay, Espio's at the edge of the platform, and oh, he's got a great big stack of lenses!
Now, Charmy!
Oh, you're jumping now? You're jumping now! Okay, 1 barrel roll coming up. Whee! I'm upside down! Espio, you made it! And with all the lenses!
Just barely. But yes.
And that thing you did, throwing the kunai? That was amazing!
All in a day's work. For someone dedicated to the ways of the ninja. Whoa! What's going on?
I think it's an air pocket! I can't get the copter level! We're tilting!
The lenses! They're falling out!
Oh no! If Infinite or one of the fakes don't get us, I'm afraid friendly fire will.
Don't give up! Not yet! Espio and Charmy are on the job!
You heard the man, everybody! Keep going! We got it!
Oh, whoa, hey, where'd all the duplicates go all of a sudden?
Hey, Tangle's right! And look! Infinite's shrinking! Not just that, he's weakened.
Whisper's right! He's staggering! Charmy and Espio must have done it! The lenses are offline!
He's normal-sized again! Tackle him! Everybody pin him down!
Wait!
Huh? Why, Tails?
He's holding something. Some kind of device.
You may have distracted me with that lens stunt, but to think you've won? You've only prolonged the unavoidable.
It's a bomb!
Everybody, scatter!
See you when you least expect it, Sonic.
Looking forward to it.
Was that, did we just, win?
I see no trace of him, Tangle. Optical or infrared.
I think he's gone.
What do you think, Sonic? Did we just win?
Well, the battle's over, and Infinite's not bugging us anymore. Sounds like a win to me.
Even though the battle was over, it was like a nightmare that lingers with you once you're awake. Just couldn't get it out of my head. And Infinite had mysteriously vanished, like Charmy when there's chores to be done. The case was closed, and so after a couple of days we made our way back to the agency office, weary and wiser for the experience.
There's that voice again.
You know, I didn't think it was possible to be this sore. I've got sore places on other sore places. At least we're back in Seaside City. Let's get to the office.
I hear you. Actually, can you hear me? I feel like all my joints are squeaking and crackling.
I've never been this tired before. I can barely stay in the air.
Hey, Charmy, just this once. You want me to carry you?
No. Thanks, though. I'll be all right.
Oh, hey, look. It's gun soldiers around our office. Just what I was hoping for.
We'd better go see what they want.
Commander Tower, Professor Victoria. How thoughtful of you to drop by.
I am not much in the mood for pleasantries, Vector. Your services were engaged to recover the astroscopic lenses, not to destroy them. Though, after talking it over with the professor here, I will admit, grudgingly and with great reluctance, that the outcome you achieved may have been for the best.
I know it's not what we hoped would happen. I was looking forward to analyzing the lenses myself, truth be told. But, as it turns out, you and your friends did the world a tremendous service. We were, unaware of Infinite's return and of his involvement with this whole affair.
Yeah, well, it took us a while to figure it out. Longer than it should have, if I'm being honest.
Don't beat yourself up, Vector. You deserve a reward. Which is why it's my pleasure to bestow upon you the honorarium we discussed when we first spoke.
Honorarium?
Reward?
Money?
Here you go. One for each of you.
And this paper is what, exactly?
They're honorary degrees from Spagonia University. Congratulations!
So, there's no actual reward. I mean, not a monetary one.
Knowledge is its own reward, I think you'll find.
Ooh, does this mean I can tell people to call me Dr. Charmy now?
No. No, these are associate's degrees because you're our associates now. Isn't that great?
Yeah, great.
Oh, and the best part. Remember how the Chaotix copter got sidelined?
Sidelined is a little generous. More like totaled.
Wait, why are you bringing that up?
Because I've got a wonderful surprise for you. One that means you won't have to walk everywhere.
You got us a new helicopter?
Even better. I I got our engineering students to restore your old one.
Restore?
Students?
Yes, first-year students. It was a great learning opportunity for them, and they put the Chaotix copter back exactly how it was when I first hired you guys, down to the last bolt.
Wow, I don't know what to say. Except thank you! This is incredible! The Chaotix Copter Classic, back in action!
I know, right? Isn't it great?
Yeah, great.
Maybe we could put seatbelts in it this time.
Well, that's settled then. Professor, I'm sure you'll be available when we call for your services in the future.
Of course, Commander.
And I trust the same can be said for you, gentlemen.
Oh, absolutely. In fact... Here, take this.
And what is this?
That's our fee schedule. Payable in cash. Daily.
Oh, Vector, you're so funny. See you boys later.
Well, all things considered, especially since we got our copter back, that whole mess could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot better, too.
Oh, hey, buddy, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Everything's wrong. Well, except with Espio.
Pardon me?
You weren't feeling like your ninja skills were getting challenged, right? But look what you did! Up there on the floaty thing with the kunai? You're the reason we got the lenses at all!
Hey, now, hang on.
Oh, I know. It was a group effort. But what did I do to help? Nothing. All I did was prove how useless I am.
Charmy. Hey, come here, pal. Just land on the desk here, would you? What you're saying just isn't true. All this stuff about needing a new role on the team, it was never necessary. Because you fit perfectly exactly the way you are.
Really?
Listen, who can get into tiny little spaces like you can? Not Espio, especially not me.
That's true.
And which one of us can fly? Again, not Espio, not me. How many times have your little wings pulled us out of a jam?
Well, maybe.
Also, who thought to go and get the old Chaotix copter while Infinite's doppelgangers were beating the stuffing out of us?
You did, Charmy. That was a stroke of genius.
Yeah, but I wanted to pilot the thing, because it was so much faster than I am. But I wasn't a pilot or a mechanic at all. It was General doing all the flying, not me.
No, that makes no difference either. Because the copter and General wouldn't have been there at all if not for you.
Oh! Huh. I guess that's true.
See? The only way we were able to reach that platform and get the lenses was thanks to your quick thinking.
Well, okay. Okay, yeah. I suppose maybe I fit on the team after all.
Exactly.
And let's not forget what you pulled off, Vector.
Huh? How do you mean?
Well, you're the one who figured out Infinite was the thief, remember? None of the rest of us had a clue. That was some top-notch detective work.
Yeah, top notch.
Aw, thanks, guys. You know what? Who cares if we're still stuck in the same office, with the same rattly ceiling fan and the same bills piling up? We infiltrated an impregnable Eggman base and saved the world from Infinite. I say we should be proud of ourselves, because we are certified hard-boiled detectives.
Yeah, hard-boiled, like eggs.
Chaotix Detective Agency. Yes. Yes, that's right. It's a new case.
We'll take it.
The stealth, the sting, and the style. Let while charm is driving you wild. Their fearless leader, Vector, knows that they're the best detectives. Even when the rest forget it, call them in, you won't regret it. Oh!
You have been listening to Sonic the Hedgehog presents the Chaotix Casefiles, produced by Sega, post-production and distribution by Realm, written by Dan Jolly, directed by Ian Jones-Cordy, executive producers for Sega, Takashi Izuka and Ryan Hamlin. Producer for Sega, Chris Hernandez. Executive producers for Realm, Molly Barton and Fred Greenhalgh. Starring in order of appearance: Keith Silverstein as Vector the Crocodile, Matthew Mercer as Espio the Chameleon and Mr. Kitsch, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Charmy Bee and Miles Tails Prower, Roger Craig Smith as Sonic the Hedgehog and Commander Tower, Mike Pollock as Dr. Eggman, Dave B. Mitchell as Knuckles the Echidna, Crystal Lee as Professor Tori, Kate Higgins as Mrs. Knackerworth and Wave the Swallow, Michael Yurchak as Jet the Hawk, Fred Tatasciore as Storm the Albatross, Ashlyn Madden as Tangle the Lemur, Aniris Quinones as Whisper the Wolf, Karen Strassman as Rouge the Bat, Alejandro Saab as Gemerald and Infinite, Michelle Ruff as Cream the Rabbit, Jenny Yokobori as Vanilla the Rabbit, Ryan Bartley as Sage, with additional voices by Roger Craig Smith, Mike Pollock, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, Dave B. Mitchell, Crystal Lee, and Fred Tatasciore. Theme song by Rebecca Sugar, Charlie Rosen, and Sega. Original score by Charlie Rosen with themes from Sega. Lead sound design and mixing by Daniel Brunel. Additional sound design by Chad Shenai, with support from June Senoway, Tomoya Otani, and the Sega sound team. Sonic series voiceover direction by Jack Fletcher. Voiceover production by Hannah Motegi and Hiroya Watanabe. Special thanks to Evan Stanley, Allison Kirion, Ian Flynn, Katie Krzyzanowski, Justin Thorman, Michael Cisneros, Jasmine Hernandez, Tyson Hess, Yuka Kobayashi, Tetsu Katano, Kazuyuki Hoshino, Eiichiro Toyota, Yui Karasuno, Sonic Team, Sega of America, and the entire Transmedia West team. Additional production support by the Halp Network. Dialogue editing by Studiopolis. Recorded at Studiopolis in Burbank, California. This podcast was recorded under a SAG-AFTRA agreement. Copyright Sega. All rights reserved. Sega is registered in the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Sega and Sonic the Hedgehog are registered trademarks or trademarks of Sega Corporation.